Death is something all humans share, but what if it wasn't natural? What if disturbing the dead brought a deadly commerce? The ancient Egyptians held a deep reverence for the afterlife, believing a tomb was a sacred space designed to protect a soul's journey to eternity. This is the terrifying legend of King Tut's tomb, where a series of bizarre, tragic events seemed to prove the curse was real. A curse so powerful it would follow those who dared to violate the Pharaoh's sacred slumber. Today, we're diving into the infamous curse of King Tut and the mysteries surrounding his tomb. We'll separate the fact from the folklore, revealing how a media frenzy created one of history's most enduring legends. After thousands of years hidden from the world, the tomb of the boy King Tutankhamun was finally discovered in 1922. For years, British archaeologist Howard Carter had been searching the desolate Valley of the Kings, with nothing to show for it. On November 4, 1922, Carter's team uncovered a sealed staircase. With his backer, Lord Carnarvon, by his side, Carter prepared to open the final door. As Carter broke through and peered inside, he famously declared, "I see wonderful things." The tomb was a discovery unlike any before, found almost entirely intact. The press immediately began spreading a terrifying story of a curse. They claimed an inscription on the tomb's entrance warned, "Beware, whoever disturbs the sleep of the king will himself know the taste of death." The myth was fueled by a public fascinated with all things Egyptian. The newspapers, particularly the British press, seized on the idea of a pharaoh's supernatural revenge, hungry for a sensational story. And tragedy seemed to strike soon after. Just months later, Lord Carnarvon died in Cairo. It was reported he died from blood poisoning caused by an infected mosquito bite, but the newspapers screamed about the curse, blaming it for his sudden passing. Bizarre stories followed, designed to solidify the legend. On the very day the tomb was opened, a cobra symbol of royalty reportedly ate Carter's canary. Later, it was claimed that all the lights in Cairo went out at the exact moment of Carnarvon's death. Within a year, others connected to the tomb also died. The press carefully tracked the victims, claiming the curse was claiming its next targets. A visiting American financier, George J. Gould, succumbed to a fever after a tour of the tomb. The radiologist who x-rayed the mummy, Archibald Reed, passed away suddenly. The curse captured the public imagination, blamed for strange accidents, illnesses, and even heart attacks among anyone remotely connected to the expedition. But the historical record tells a different story. The famous warning inscription was a complete fabrication. No such text was ever found in the tomb, and a modern analysis of the deaths shows they were either unrelated or from natural causes. The man who invented the curse narrative was a newspaper correspondent who had been denied access to the tomb and sought to make his own headlines. He found a willing audience in a public hungry for sensationalism. Even Lady Evelyn Herbert, Lord Carnarvon's daughter, who was present at the opening, was supposedly cursed. But she lived another 57 years, dying of natural causes in 1980, long outliving the myth that she was doomed. And the most powerful evidence against the curse, Howard Carter himself, the man who opened the sarcophagus and handled the mummy, who had the most to fear from a curse, also lived a long life, dying naturally at age 64 to 17 years after the discovery. So the story of the curse is not supernatural, but a case of sensational media folklore. It was a brilliant narrative that captivated the public and made the discovery even more legendary, but the only thing that truly died was the story's credibility. What do you think? Were these deaths tragic coincidences or the result of a story created by the press? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future episodes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.